trying to get my hamster up to the top.
It's Thursday, February 24th, 2022. And we are reading about Andersonville prison. Harmon is getting, he wants to get his hamster. You get her?
I have to put her on the seat. Scared her to death. Now I'm gonna have to chase her back up to. Okay, now she's coming down.
He's a real hamster, man. Who knows that hamster?
No, she's over here. Come on, Brunhilde. I tried to push her away so like she can like get over here, and then what I can do is this.
Yeah.
So she can't get in.
You had her.
Almost. This is how I get her to the top. I go here and I stick a pencil and I go up to the top and do this thing. I'm gonna like instead of punch her, and she bites it.
She bites it.
No, she bites it.
She bites it.
She's not.
Oh, she's a Viking hamster.
She's not afraid. Come on, get up there. Or I'm gonna have to get a paper clip and poke you.
Well, let's read it a little bit, and then then when she comes back and catch her. We're gonna be doing this all day.
She's smart. No, you're not. I don't want you to eat the pencil.
We'll get her later. Let's get some reading done first.
I'm gonna blow into this and this scares her. No!
She's used to that.
You gotta do it a certain place on her.
All right, let's read. Harmon, we're taking too much time now. Let's go.
Sometimes she gets a bit too
Alright.
hard to catch. Oh, here's my chance.
All right, let's see.
I gotta get a little time to get out.
You're never gonna catch her. She's facing that that big tube, and then she's gonna.
Come on.
She's already facing it, ready to make her run.
There we go. Now she can't get in.
Okay.
Now the chase is on, Brunhilde. Chase is on.
Chase is on. Harmon knows that hamsters pretty well. All right, you had her.
I'm gonna catch her so she can be calm.
Let's see her.
There she is.
You got her. You got her. The Viking hamster. Okay, good job, Harmon. She trusts him. She just don't like to get caught. Yeah, you're a good hamster, Brunhilde. All right, let's get on.
You don't want to go under because underneath is her mouth. See? Right there. See her
All right,
mouth.
let's go.
She bites you. You should see her. When she opens, I get so scared because one time she bit me and it hurt.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, let's go.
I
Andersonville.
put a Band-Aid on my finger.
All right, read on. All right. Read like Bill O'Reilly.
Where am I?
Start the beginning.
I read all the way
No, just start reading. It's from the top.
from February 1864 until the end of the American Civil War in April 1865. Andersonville, Georgia, served as the site of a notorious Confederate military prison. The prison at Andersonville, officially called Camp Sumter, was the South's largest prison for captured Union soldiers and known for its unhealthy conditions and high death rate. In all, approximately 13,000 Union prisoners perished at Andersonville. And following the war, its commander, Captain Henry Wirtz, was tried, convicted, and executed for war crimes.
Very good. Let me ask you a question. We read the whole thing, but we got to read it out loud now again. But how would you describe Andersonville?
Well, it's 16 acres and there's a swamp that the prisoners would drink
Not
from,
a swamp, a creek.
A creek, but it was polluted later on.
Okay.
And so many of them got disease from that.
So you have thousands and
Others
thousands
will
of
just
prisoners on 16 acres.
Others would starve to death and they'll get so skinny.
What kind of housing?
They look like you can see their bones underneath their skin.
Okay, what kind of
like they're a skeleton.
What kind of houses did they live in?
These shanties.
Shanties. What were they? Remember what they were called?
Shebangs.
Shebangs.
Construction from scraps of
Shebangs.
wood and
Okay.
blankets.
Alright. So they were made of what?
Wooden blankets. Scraps of wood.
Scraps of wood, wooden blanket. And a creek flowed through the compound.
And that's it.
Okay. And describe the creek. It became a what?
A cesspool of disease, like they say in there.
And what else?
Of human waste.
Human waste. That means when they had to go to the bathroom, they used
They went number 2 and number 1 in there.
Right. Okay. Next one was who built the Andersonville prison?
Slaves.
Slaves built it.
The slave labor.
Right. Who was the poet? Remember the name of the poet who wrote those lines? That line, famous line about Andersonville. What was his name? He was very, very famous. Remember?
I'll find his name.
You should know that. He's very, very famous. You should know that, right? I'll give you his first name was Walt.
Winder?
No. What?
No, wait, Walt. Wait. I'm trying to find his name. I forgot.
You know, Walt what?
Walt Whitman.
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 Not Whitman. That was Paul Whitman who conducted Gershwin's band. Walt Whitman. What did Walt Whitman say?
There are these crimes that may be forgiven, but this is not among them.
Right. And what did was Wirtz completely guilty of?
Not quite.
He was made of what? He was made of what? For escape? Escape what? Someone blamed? Caught holding the bag?
Scapegoat.
A scapegoat.
That's what you said to me. That story where all these kids steal it, and you said that, and then
Mama, don't let your baby grow up to be a face sheep. Yeah, he was made a scapegoat. So what's a scapegoat?
it's a person who gets blamed.
Right. So he's the one who is caught holding the bag. And the bag would be like they all go in there and they commit the crime. But one guy gets caught with all the goods. So they say, he did it, he did it. We were just walking by minding our own business. Minding our own business. We had nothing to do. We tried to tell him not to, but he wouldn't listen. So that's what they did with Wirtz here. So, let's see, what was the other question I had? What was the other question? Oh, what did Wirtz do before he ran the prison? He did something. What was his job? He did something. He was like a diplomat who... No. He was... an envoy. What's an envoy? What's an envoy?
I don't remember.
He would go back and forth to Europe with important messages, and so he wasn't quite a spy, but he was an important guy who would communicate with Europe, because the Confederates were help. They got help from some of the Europeans. And so he carried messages back and forth. Okay, read the next paragraph. That's the next one. No, you're on citation. Harmon, move it up quickly. You're going too far now.
Which paragraph? It's this one, right?
Okay.
The first inmates began arriving at Andersonville prison in February 1864, while it was still under construction. The facility became necessary after a prisoner exchange system between the North and South collapsed in 1863 over disagreements about the handling of black soldiers. The stockade at Andersonville was hastily constructed using slave labor and was located in the Georgia woods near a railroad but safely from the front lines. Enclosing some 16 acres of land, the prison was supposed to include wooden barracks, but the inflated price of lumber delayed construction, and the Yankee soldiers imprisoned there lived under open skies, protected only by makeshift shanties called shebangs, constructed from scraps of wood and blankets. A creek flows through the compound and provided water for the Union soldiers. However, this became a cesspool of disease and human waste.
Good job. Read the red part.
Did you know?
Did you know? Like old Riley would read. Did you know?
I read it that way.
Okay, go.
Today, the Andersonville site includes the remains of the historic prison, along with the prisoner of war museum and a national cemetery where Union soldiers who died at the camp are buried.
Good job.
I saw all the graves, and like, if you see the graves, it's about like half the size of a private golf course or something.
Yeah, or something.
Like something like
behind us, not or something.
Like something.
It's about half the size of the golf course behind us. All right. Now remember, we want to read kind of like how Bill O'Reilly reads, and this is how. Stop. Let me see. No, stop. Bill O'Reilly would have read it this way. He would have read, "Did you know today the Andersonville Fight?" I can't read it. Did you know today the Andersonville site includes the remains of the historic prison with prisoner of war museum and a national cemetery where Union soldiers died at the camp. Or
Stop. You're not even half.
I know I'm not. Let me do that again. I'm trying to do it just again. Did you know? Today, the Andersonville site includes the remains of the historic prison, along with the prisoner of war museum and a national cemetery where Union soldiers who died at this camp are buried. That's how you would read it.
It took you 2 times.
Yeah, it took me 3 times almost.
3 times.
Yeah, but we watched Bill O'Reilly.
On the 22nd.
Well,
on the 22nd it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember it came out on the
Yeah, well, we watch him more than that. And we like to try to imitate the way he reads because I happen to have all of Bill O'Reilly's books. I have them on in audio, and I love the way he reads his books. So that's enough for now.
I never heard him read the audio.
Yeah, I'll play them for you later.